Good morning. Hope you are enjoying this beautiful day in the Tennessee Valley. If you had to stop and fill up the car on the way into work and school this morning, first of all, I'm sure it hurt your heart a little bit with gas prices going up so much. Plus, it was a bit cold outside. But I bet you had that conversation of, gee, I wish that I had an electric car. Well, some kids in town are gearing up for a way for you to come down and cheer them on as they work towards the future of having green energy and a healthy environment for all of us. Kelly Curitan is with Green Spaces, and she is gearing up for this year's Green Prix. Hopes that you'll join on in the fun as well. Nice to see you this morning, Kelly.
Thank you so much. What a great segue into EVs this morning.
Well, you know, I mean, I guess in fairness, I know there are people watching who are going to say, wait, we don't want to get rid of the coal industry and the gasoline industry either, so I'm not trying to play a political side, but the idea of electric cars is an increasingly popular one, and what a timely conversation to have it for the kids in school to be a part of the fun.
Right, and with Tennessee becoming kind of the epicenter of EV manufacturing, it is just a great way to train our workforce into that growing field and give them some really solid tools to build through elementary through high school. So we're really excited for the race next weekend.
Okay, so the race is going to be the 19th and 20th of November down on the riverfront. The kids have been actively working, and I'll let you tell a little bit about how this works. They get these kits, the schools that want them, and then from there the teachers kind of advise and guide, but the kids are the ones building these cars, right?
Right. They come in a box, totally unassembled. And so the kids are all throughout the semester and the school year are learning how to design, to build, to work on the structure of the car, but also learning about renewable energy and learning about team building is a really big part of this STEM curriculum. And with the race, the cars are actually designed to break. So that is a kind of a cause and effect lesson as well during the races. And with the race coming up next weekend, we're really, really, really excited about the location. It's right along the riverfront. You might know the lot across from the Southern Bell between AT&T Field and the river. And we think it's just going to be a great location with River City Company activating the Chattanooga Green right next door with some music and some games. It's going to be a fun weekend.
You know, it seems to me that once you begin having a conversation about energy, and I guess that happens a little bit with the kids in school, especially depending on the age they are, the high school kids especially. I'm guessing that what you find is one energy source really kind of feeds another energy source, because here we are in the valley with TVA, but if you're going to make electricity work, you have to have water and you have to have other types. I don't know what all types of energy you need, but you almost can't have one without the other, really, can you?
For sure. It's all kind of a healthy mix. We have to find some way to make this a circular economy and really make all types of energy work, but while lowering our carbon emissions. And so EV is just one of those really key components in transportation. And I think this is probably one of the first races with EV cars with students through the Green Power USA program in the United States. So it is one of those elements in energy that it's growing and the students are learning more and more so they can be prepared for the future.
So you are going to need some volunteers on race days. You have a few opportunities available. How does that work?
We do. We have a couple shifts open all throughout Friday and Saturday. We need people to help with registration, with some of the actual race logistics. And so we welcome people to come out, learn more about Green Spaces, learn more about the Green Prix, see how excited these kids are to race. It really is a really fun event. And the weather looks beautiful this weekend, so it's a nice time to go enjoy the riverfront while helping us out at Green Spaces.
How fast do the cars go?
They can go up to 20 miles an hour, so it seems much faster when you're standing right next to them. But the elementary schools aren't quite as fast, but the middle and high school F24 cars, which are the ones that look like the actual race cars, they get up there. So it's a race for sure.
In years gone by, we would have some of the kids often bring their cars in to the studio, and they would talk to us about how they built them. And one of the things I remember so strongly was the real sense of teamwork that they had.
For sure. I mean, that's what we find from the advisors and the teachers is just the sense of teamwork. And you'll find a student that might not excel in other parts of their schoolwork, but they are good at mechanics and they are good at building these cars. And so it really boosts their energy, boosts their interest in school, and boosts their interest in this industry. And we are so happy to see that when we see that at the races, and also just hearing from the teachers throughout the year.
So is it the same times of day, 19th and 20th?
It is. Everything starts around 10:30 in the morning, but the races are right after lunch. And you can come out. Really, there'll be activities going on all day, 10:30 to about 5, Friday and Saturday along the riverfront.
The Chattanooga Green Prix. Go cheer them on the 19th and 20th right down there on the riverfront. And you can always learn more about what you can do to learn more about a green way of living by going to greenspaceschattanooga.org. That's their website. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much. And thank you to EPB as our presenting sponsor. I forgot to mention that, but they are so important in putting this race on.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Zaxby's Boneless Wings Meal couldn't possibly get any better. I stand corrected. The Great 8 Boneless Wings Meal with your choice of sauce, just $7.99. Only at Zaxby's.
And go big for just 80 cents more.
It may be fall, but summer is coming to the Memorial Auditorium. Channel 3 wants you to win a pair of tickets to the Donna Summer Musical, an electric experience with more than 20 of summer's classic hits. Enter to win every day on Channel 3's Facebook page.
I got hurt in a car wreck, but hiring a lawyer sounds like such a hassle.
It's actually not. It's a lot easier than you think to hire Jay and Brent.
It takes us less than 5 minutes to evaluate your case.
And that free 5-minute call could mean the difference of thousands of dollars for you.
It only takes 5 minutes. Why wouldn't you call?
The first call to Jay and Brent took only 5 minutes. And in the end, they settled my case for $150,000.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call us. We're on top of it.
Call 265-1100.
At Audiology Services, we create a lifelong relationship with our patients.
It's a one-on-one relationship, and he does a very good job of explaining everything and identifying what the issues and the problems are, and then the continued follow-up after the meeting and making sure that everything is working properly and everything is helping me still. They go above and beyond.
Above and beyond is not the exception, it's the rule at Audiology Services.
Don't read it when you're hungry because the recipe's incredible.
This must be the place for a book celebration as famed author Harlan Coben interviews Rach.
Let's get serious for a moment.
Next, Rachel.
Weekdays at 2 on Channel 3.
Zaxby's Boneless Wings Meal is bigger and better. Bigger as in 3 extra wings. Better as in better bring your appetite. Get the meal with your choice of sauce, just $7.99. Only at Zaxby's.
And go big for just 80 cents more.
Trust the Channel 3 Storm Alert team for weather coverage you can count on.
We are entering full circle now into that giving season. Hopefully you are feeling in the spirit as well of finding ways to give of your heart, your time, your resources to help those who are less fortunate. Sheriff Gary Sisk, the sheriff in Catoosa County, is seeing that every day, but especially this time of year as y'all gear up for Stocking Full of Love. Good to see you.
Good to be here.
34 years of doing it?
34 years of doing this.
It is exactly that. These are stockings full of love that you are able to give to the kids in Catoosa County whose families are struggling, right?
Absolutely, yes. Typically during this time we'll help anywhere from about 11 to 1,200 children in Catoosa County that otherwise probably wouldn't receive Christmas.
Have you seen the Polar Express? Have you ever seen that movie?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
The little boy who says, Christmas just doesn't work out for me. You know the one?
Yes.
You don't ever watch him get his present on that Christmas Eve night from Santa that tears don't come to your eyes because it can be real for so many kids.
Absolutely. And it's just as touching for us that have been doing it all these number of years. And we bring our families involved into it. My children have been involved with it. So in the blessing that they get by providing this to these needy families.
So how does it work exactly? Because right now is your donation time, if you will. You're getting donations for kids 12 months to 14 years old.
12 months to 14 years old is what we're looking for. New unwrapped toys, bicycles, whatever, your church group, your civic organization, wants to come together, or if your business wants to sponsor a drop box or something at your business, you just call me at the sheriff's office and we'll get you set up so that we can get you a box set up there at your business so you can collect toys. We're happy to come and pick them up, or if you'd like to bring them to us, you can bring them to us at the sheriff's office.
If it's just a family who says, I want to be a part of this, you're not going to have a box in your garage necessarily, but do they get a list of items that some of the kids are wanting and needing, or do you just like and buy what you want?
Yeah, no, you just like and buy what you want. It's with 11 to 1,200 children, it's difficult to do wish list and things like that. So typically it's what we get donated in or that we purchase.
And then how does it work? Once those donations are there, do y'all box everything up and deliver it, or do the families come and shop?
So we box everything up according to child, gender, and age, and then the families are given a time on a particular day that they come by, and we've always done it at Battlefield Elementary School in Flowthorpe. I remember when it started in the gym, and now we're in the cafeteria, and we just fill that thing up. But we bag up all the toys, so it doesn't matter whether you're first or last. We make sure everybody gets plenty for Christmas, and that's the big thing.
Do you need volunteers to help you box everything up and distribute, or is that all done through your sheriff's office?
We do use some volunteers. We would ask for you to call us and register with us, so we can try to either space everybody out so everybody doesn't come at one time. But yeah, if your civic group or church group or small group at church would like to come and volunteer for a little while, we're happy to have you.
How did this all start?
It started with Sheriff Ronnie Bowman. So that was 2 sheriffs prior to me. But he just saw a need in the community, and he started it. Him and Judy O'Neill, who's with UCTV3, they're a local TV channel, and they just got together and said there's a need here, and they started doing it. And the first years it was probably less than 100 kids, but then it's just grown over the years to where now we're over 1,000 every year.
I know that this is something that you push this time of year, and that's easy to see, but once January hits and March comes and needs can sometimes continue, is the sheriff's office a resource for people if they find that they want to have a way to give back? Can they ever reach out to you to find ways to do that?
Oh, absolutely. We continue this program throughout the year. Its main time is Christmas, but there have been times throughout the year where we've utilized it to help the children or a family in need. But I also have a Benevolence Fund and a benevolence program. The sheriff's office has worked with a couple of other groups, Modern Woodmen, to build wheelchair ramps. Yeah. We've done wheelchair ramps before, so definitely we typically know of somebody that has a need.
11 to 1,200 kids. That's a lot of families.
It is, yep. And a lot of smiles, a lot of tears. Some of these families are crying too when we're giving the toys, and just thankful for the blessing. And we've seen it rise and dip a little, but it's always been about over 1,000 the last several years. So.
Okay, so the trick is you go do the shopping. The deadline to get those donations in is what, Thanksgiving Day?
No. If you're doing the shopping, we're not going to run the store until December the 18th.
Okay.
So the absolute deadline is I've got to have the toys in my hand by the 17th.
Okay, so you buy new unwrapped toys. Yes. They're going to do the distribution there on site. If you live in Catoosa County, the sheriff's office will come and pick up the toys, right?
We can, yes.
But if you are in Chattanooga, Bradley County, and you want to help them, you can bring everything down to the sheriff's office.
Right.
And happily deliver that and put smiles on children's faces, and really, even more importantly, their parents.
Or money donations. We'll take money as well, and we'll do the shopping.
Very good. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
At Wettermark Keith, we know minor injuries can have major impacts, and we will get you the compensation you deserve so you can recover quickly and get your life back.
Call Wettermark Keith, the name you know and trust.
How do you know you're getting the most money for your gold, silver, and old jewelry at Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry?
Just come see for yourself.
How can Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry really offer so much beautiful new and pre-owned jewelry of unmatched quality at such incredible prices?
Stop by. We'll show you how.
When you visit Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry at 843 Keith Street Northwest, you always get a lot more for a lot less.
Come see how easy it is.
Cleveland's Coin and Jewelry.
From little to big, head to toe, near or far, we are right here to be right there for you.
It's been my pleasure.
When you're ready to talk Medicare, we're ready to listen. We'll take time to answer any questions you have and guide you through our all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans. Whether you're new to Medicare or just looking at your choices, we're here to help you understand the process and make the best decision for you. We'll walk you through our plan options with no monthly premiums, no deductibles on medical or pharmacy, plus dental, vision, and hearing aid coverage. Give you a wide choice of doctors and hospitals with no referrals required. Provide a fitness membership at no extra cost, and more. Because being right here for you means we're ready to help you plan for now and for what's next. Visit us online or call us at 888-902-2321.
I was in a motorcycle wreck. That was the worst day of my life. He always checked on me. He checked on my family. He's just a wonderful, wonderful guy.
The Wintermark Keith difference? Call us to find out.
The name you know and trust.
If you are like me, you have certainly had your fair share, as they say, of candy these last several weeks. And here's Thanksgiving coming up right around the corner. This can be a difficult time of year to keep those blood sugar levels in check. So the perfect time for us to check in with Dr. Chelsea Ryan. She is with CHI Memorial's Integrative Medicine Associates. Nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
So the topic really is not just on everyday people and how much sugar we eat, although that can be a topic, but really I gather the focus on prevention and talking about pre-diabetes and what that actually is.
Sure. So pre-diabetes, like the name suggests, is, you're not quite there in the diabetic range, but you are having elevated glucose above what your physician and what you should would like you to have and what it should be. And so what we do typically is during your annual wellness visit, we'll do a fasting blood sugar, or if you're not fasting that day, sometimes we'll get an A1C, which is basically, in layman's terms, how sugary are your blood cells, and just kind of what your average sugar is over those 3 months. And that's just a good way to look and see how you're doing. But it's not just one number. So we look at you as a whole person. Are you overweight? Are your cholesterol levels high? What's your family history? Does your family have diabetes, or were you diabetic during pregnancy? So it's not just a one, here's a blood test, this is it. We kind of try to look at you as a whole person and talk about preventative things that we can do to hopefully stop this from progressing to diabetes.
Is it a difficult conversation to have, Dr. Ryan? Because it's one thing to realize that maybe that Halloween candy could be elevating your blood sugar level, but it can be basic things that you don't even realize you're eating that are causing you harm. Is that right?
That's right. And so, I will have some patients tell me, I don't eat any candy. And I'm like, yeah, well, those simple carbs can be broken down and cause weight gain. And, really the way your cells respond to the insulin that your pancreas is making, that's a big factor in this as well. So, yeah, we kind of go ahead and break things down. We have a wonderful nutritionist up here, Patrick, who's also at our downtown office, who is a really good person to, even if you sit down with him once, to kind of go through your diet. He will take your diet journal or your food journal and kind of go through those things and be like, hey, this is something you could really attack. I will say from my perspective, I really try to talk to my patients, because personally, not as a doctor, just as a person, if I were to tell myself I am going to eat salad and water every day, it's not going to happen. And I'm going to exercise every single day, it's not going to happen. So I try to talk to the patient. What is one thing that you really feel is maybe your vice? And that could be soda, sweet tea, things like that. And sometimes we'll just start there. People will find a reduction in their A1C or their weight simply by cutting out those calories and sugar that they're consuming through drink, because you're really not when you're eating a candy bar, hey, I am eating this Twix, this has sugar, things like that. But sometimes when you're drinking your calories, it can kind of be something that our patients miss.
Okay, this might sound like a strange question, but I don't think anybody would argue much that the types of foods we eat, the food supply itself, is so very different today than it was 20 and 30 years ago. So when you're raising your kids, even if you're giving them good foods or normal foods, it's a new normal. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's true. So growing up, I will say, we definitely, my parents were very busy. We grew up on frozen meals. And although my parents at that time did not realize that those foods, even though there was chocolate and, candy in them, definitely those simple carbs and the amount of carbs in them, I was an obese child, and so was my sister. And so that is definitely something that can be difficult as a parent, especially when your funds are limited. So there's a choice of buying something that the whole family can eat that maybe not be as healthy, right, versus having healthy foods, and that is a huge problem, especially when it comes to childhood prediabetes. So me and my sister were fortunately able to kind of exercise and change some of our food habits, and we aren't obese anymore. It's much harder said than done, for sure.
Okay, the fact that you even had that experience, though, means so much, because you know that often people are trying to do the best they know to do. Yes. They just don't know how to do it.
Right, and I will tell you, I am not the perfect person when it comes to diet and exercise, but I do try to look at my week as an average, and so I talk to my patients about that. So and I would say my pediatrician would tell me about this with my son, is that, maybe he's not getting fruits and vegetables every day, but look at it in the span of a week, in a month, and I kind of reflect that onto my life. In a month, am I exercising roughly 3 to 4 times a week? Am I, eating vegetables on average more than I'm consuming pizza? Because, that's my food to go to right, if I had a choice. So I try to look at it from that standpoint, and I'm not going to lie, some months I don't meet that average goal. So I think it's really just talking to your patients from an understanding level of, yes, we do need to make some changes, but let's just start with one mini goal at a time. If you try to do things, even from personal experience, try to do too much at once, it doesn't really in the long term help.
You had an awful lot of statistics that we had hoped to get to, and we don't have time. I think I'm glad that we got to the heart and not the numbers, but it is important to let people know that this can lead to leading causes of death, so you don't want to play around with it, right?
That's exactly it. So diabetes, being overweight and obese in the long term can put you at higher risk for stroke, heart attacks, lead to blindness, amputations, difficulty healing from, particular surgeries or wounds and things like that. And so, a little bit of reduction in your A1C and in your weight can really go a long way.
We always love talking to you, and our viewers, I know, love hearing you as well. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
She's accepting new patients, by the way. If you want to give their office a call, it's 886-2004. It's Integrative Medicine Associates on Taft Highway on Signal Mountain. Happy holidays to you.
When you walk in the door with the new triple bacon pizza from Papa John's, oh, that smell of bacony goodness has everyone showing up. And I mean everyone. It's the season of bacon at Papa John's.
If you have psoriasis, it's time to see the possibilities with Taltz. Up to 90% of those with moderate to severe psoriasis saw a significant improvement. Some even saw 100% clear skin. Don't use if you're allergic to Taltz. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. Increased risk of infections and lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about infections, symptoms, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop, worsen, or if you had a vaccine or plan to. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Ask your doctor about Taltz.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is combining seasonal savings with just right moments you love. Skip the rush and get ahead of your holiday shopping during Badcock's Black Friday sale. Now save up to 50% throughout the store, including select mattress sets. All with no credit refused. Don't miss your season to save. Only at Badcock. Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
WG gave me peace of mind and $1 million.
WG got me lost wages and $700,000.
WG got me back to a new car and $1.3 million.
WG got my medical bills paid.
WG got me justice.
WG got me my life back and $250,000.
I'm W.
I'm G.
If you're hurt, call us 265-HURT.
That's 265-4878. We are your local law firm.
When you walk in the door with the new triple bacon pizza from Papa John's, oh, that smell of bacony goodness has everyone showing up. And I mean everyone. It's the season of bacon at Papa John's.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. If you enjoyed yesterday's weather, more of that nice weather is in store for us for the day today and tomorrow. In fact, it will be warm today and tomorrow with highs in the 70s. Most locations you will get up into the low 70s. Now, still a little bit chilly right now, so you want to layer up with a jacket, but then you can shed it for the afternoon. Thursday will be our active weather day for the week. So rain arriving on Thursday, particularly during the afternoon and evening hours. That's associated with a cold front, which means once that front passes, we'll have a cooling trend for Friday and into the weekend, but you can enjoy the day today first. Now, a little bit of a difference today compared to yesterday. That high pressure that it was directly over us this morning is going to shift off a little bit to the south and east. That rotation around it means we'll have that southerly breeze for the day today instead of the north wind of yesterday. We're also going to see this afternoon some high thin clouds moving into our area. Not making that big of an impact. You're still going to get the sun shining through them, but again, that filtered sunshine is what you'll expect for this Tuesday afternoon into the evening time. And the clouds will be with us overnight into Wednesday morning, but going through the day on Wednesday, particularly by midday in the afternoon, really seeing those clearing out, so lots of sunshine once again. So we'll call overall today and tomorrow mostly sunny skies with those highs in the 70s. Let's talk about Thursday now. So clouds will be on the increase again, mostly cloudy for your Thursday. A couple of light isolated showers will be possible during the morning time through the early afternoon. We'll keep an eye on that for any Veterans Day ceremonies that may be outside, but the most likely rain on Thursday will be happening from about 4 p.m. to midnight right along this cold front. So showers will be likely during that period. Maybe a couple of embedded thunderstorms possible, so the evening commute on Thursday may mean some wet roads out there. Now, most of that's going to be pushing out by midnight, so exiting Cherokee County, the Andrews area by about midnight. Behind it, cooler air coming in. But at least for your Friday, yeah, it's going to be cooler, but you will get that sunshine again, so mostly sunny skies. It'll get even colder as we head into Saturday and Sunday with highs returning to only in the 50s. So how much rainfall are we looking at? About 1/2 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch possible with this system. Again, most of that happening from about 4 p.m. to midnight on Thursday. Today, though, no worries for an umbrella or a raincoat. It's all about that nice weather. So still mostly sunny at noon, 66 degrees, 72 at 3 o'clock. But by that point, we'll have a few of those high thin clouds filtering in, especially for our western communities. That'll continue through into the evening time hours. 67 at 6 p.m. Of course, with time change, sunset now is before 6 o'clock. 5:39 p.m. is sunset for tonight. Here are your highs for the day today. 75 in Murphy, 74 in Chattanooga, 69 in Altamont, Cleveland, Athens, Dayton, all at 72. Overnight tonight, we will have more clouds in the mix, so not quite as cold. We're looking at those lows in the 40s, 47 in Chattanooga, our warmest spot right here in the city. And then for your highs tomorrow, once again, those low 70s, 73 in Chattanooga, 74 in Dalton, and also in Fort Payne. After tomorrow, though, those high temperatures are going to start fading down. 68 for that high on Thursday with more clouds and those rain showers. Only 61 on Friday, and then look at Saturday and Sunday highs only in the 50s. Those morning time lows will be back down into the 30s as well. There's still more 3+U to come.
You love where you live and know you're not ready for a move. Mobility at Home can build your dream bathroom with a walk-in tub or a barrier-free shower to ensure you enjoy your home for years to come. Call Mobility at Home today. We make everyday life accessible.
When you've been diagnosed with cancer, waiting for an appointment or test results can feel like forever. That's why the Women's Center at Cancer Treatment Centers of America makes every second count. With appointments in as little as 24 hours, bringing together specialists in treating breast, ovarian, and uterine cancer, all under one roof with one mission: to provide the personalized care you need by treating your time as preciously as you do. Call now.
Don't let back or neck pain get in your way. Surgery or pain medications aren't the only options. Chattanooga Non-Surgical Orthopedics Back Program could be the answer for you.
I've been in construction all of my life. I had chronic neck, low back, and shoulder pain. Days from surgery, I was told to go and see Dr. Hall. I did. I got my life back, and I'm back at work.
Visit our website, cnsorthopedics.com, or call 423-499-0003 and get your life back.
Hey Chattanooga, it's Jack Silverman here with InShape MD Medical Wellness Center. If you've lost your weight over and over and over again, pay close attention to this video because one great medical weight loss program can transform your life forever. Join the thousands of people in Chattanooga who have lost all their weight, kept it off, and now they're helping other people do the same. We're going to put all the success tools in your hands to help you crush your goals. Sign up now for the free consultation. Spaces are limited. Have a great day.
Stairs are one of the leading causes of falls for seniors. Installing a stair lift from Mobility at Home relieves that worry. Mobility at Home can also make your deck or porch accessible with a vertical platform lift. Don't move, call Mobility at Home. We make everyday life accessible.
When you donate and shop, good will happen.
You don't have to look far in our community to find someone doing what they can to support it and make it a better place. Doug Plumley happens to be the face. He is the pastor at Ridgedale Baptist Church, but he would tell you he is one of many someones working to make it a better place. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Julie. Thank you for letting me come today.
You're looking rather calm this morning, even though you've got lots of things coming up.
Yeah, we got quite a few events coming up, but we got a great group of people putting them together, and I just kind of sit back and watch them do it.
So Veterans Day is Thursday.
Right.
There are going to be lots of events going on here in Chattanooga, Ringgold, the surrounding areas as well. Y'all have got something planned for that night. Pretty special.
Yeah, we do. We have a Veterans Appreciation Night on Thursday night at 6 p.m. there at Ridgedale Baptist Church. And this night we're going to be recognizing, honoring our veterans. One of the ways we do that is we have a ministry at our church that prepares quilts of valor, given to the men and women who served our country. And it's a beautiful quilt with patriotic colors, and on the inside of it there's a branch, their branch of service, their years of service, and their names embroidered on it.
Very nice. So are you going to have those on display, or you're presenting them?
We will have them, we'll be presenting them that night. We have 19 men this year. We're doing it, we do it men and women both. There's actually 19 men that we prepared a quilt of valor for this year, just to say thank you for your service. We appreciate it and give them some way of honoring them.
What's interesting when you begin to look at the veterans in our community is that they run the age bracket, right?
Exactly.
So we've got them 18, 19 years old.
We do.
But you've got one you're honoring that night who's turned 100?
Yes, we will be recognizing one of our veterans that night in a special way, a World War II veteran, and we're going to recognize him that night just to say thank you for your service. There's not a lot of those World War II veterans still left. And we have one who's very special to Ridgedale, and we want to recognize him that night also.
Then you're looking ahead to the following week. So there's this bounty a lot of us feel this time of year in our lives. Hopefully you're lucky enough to feel that. But again, you don't have to look far to find somebody in need. So once again, you're doing a food distribution.
We are doing a food distribution, and this year we're doing it with Mount Canaan Baptist Church, a sister church here in our community, and the two of us are working together. We feel like it's great to see churches working together to try to make a difference in our community.
So what are you doing?
We have collected 400 food boxes. We'll be doing 200 at Mount Canaan and distributing 200 at Ridgedale on Sunday night, November 21st at 4 p.m.
Okay.
And these are Thanksgiving boxes that will be prepared, have all the fixings for a Thanksgiving meal, a voucher to go get a ham or a turkey at Food City.
Wow.
And so we're trying to work together to make a difference in our community. We've had the great support of the HACOBA, Hamilton County Baptist Association. We've had Food Cities helping us out a lot, the Food Bank, and then Chattanooga Bakery are all participating in helping us out to make this possible.
I guess you won't ever be able to know fully the honesty of people as they've come through your line this last year, but you've become an expert on these food distributions. Wouldn't you say that by and large, people who are in need are the ones who are coming? People are not taking advantage?
Yeah, we feel like they are, Julie. We don't question anybody. If they feel like they're in need, we want to be a helping hand. And that's what we try to do. But it seems like this year, as people are coming through, they're so appreciative and so thankful that somebody took the time just to reach out and care for them. So we feel like we want to make a difference in our community, and this is one way we can do it.
I bet you that there are plenty of people who find themselves in that line who maybe almost had to be coaxed into it, because I think our nature is to always think, well, we're not the one who really needs something. Somebody else needs it more.
That's true. A lot of people feel they're kind of shy. They don't want to come and do it, but we just want to help.
Yeah.
If you're in need, and that's what Mount Canaan, Trinae Jordan, a good friend of mine, the senior pastor over there, we're great friends, and we just wanted to work together, our two churches, to say we care about our community.
And what does this do, before I let you run, what does this do for your congregation when they get to be a part of this?
Well, it's really neat this year because they are able to make it feel good because we help somebody in the community. But also this year, it's neat because we're partnering with a sister church across racial barriers and all those things, and say we want to partner together and see two churches saying to our community, we both care about you and we want to partner with each other.
So the Veterans Day event is this Thursday at 6
p.m., that's correct.
Chuck Fleischman, representative, will be the speaker.
That is correct.
You'll get to watch the veterans honored. Then flash forward to November 21st at
4 p.m.
Either at Mount Canaan or at Ridgedale. They'll each have 200 boxes.
Right, that's correct.
And they're just asking that it be on an honor system, but certainly if you find yourself in need, don't be shy. They want to help you. Great to see you.
Good to see you too, Julie. Thank you so much for letting me come out.
Enjoy the season.
Thank you.
Seems like